Guys, episode 11 of the Pipis Brothers podcast. As always, joined by the other half of the Pipis Brothers.
The other brother from the same mother.
And father?
And father.
So, brother. Sweet. Since we've clarified that, what we're also going to clarify is the fact of what we're eating during dieting.
You guys have been asking quite a bit about that, like what do you eat? So, here's the video.
That's the main question that everyone has.
The truth is about to come out. It's McDonald's every day.
Now you know.
Now you know. We've ruined it for you. It was.
Sorry, might as well skip ahead. So yeah, because Evan has lost 10 kilos now in 8 weeks. What did you say? Was it 12?
No, it's like 12 point something, 12.8, almost 13.
Which is 1.5 kilos a week, which is massively impressive. So well done to Evan with that. It's
Thank you.
Smashing effort, honestly.
Thank you.
Well done, man.
Thanks, mate.
I thought it would be good from you to walk us through your average day of eating. But before we do that, I want to apologise to Coca-Cola because I'm currently drinking a Red Bull. I don't want to betray the sponsorship that we have currently.
Yeah. No, that's
so, you know.
I'm glad you mentioned that because they did send a payment for millions through.
Millions.
But
so I just want to say a big sorry to Coca-Cola and carry on, Evan.
Yeah.
But I just have to get the message.
Yeah, I'm glad you sorted all the sponsorship stuff out. Thank you, Mike.
We're good to go.
So I'm gonna start with saying that when I first started dieting, we sat down, we worked out my BMR, how many calories I should be eating in a day, and then you gave me a full plan. It wasn't like a weekly plan. We just said, hey, this is what your day should look like. And you told me about the breakfast that you used to eat, a lunch and a dinner. And they all worked out to about, how much was it? About 700 calories? Something like that. I think one of the breakfast might have been fewer calories and lunch and dinner might have been more. I can't quite remember. So what do I have for breakfast? So at the moment and at the beginning, I have eggs. What's...
I just remember that video clip when it says what you have for breakfast.
You know what I used to eat for breakfast? Cocaine. You know what I used to eat for lunch? Cocaine.
What'd you have for dinner? Was it cocaine?
You know what I have for lunch?
Oh, fantastic. What'd you have for dinner? Sorry, as you were.
Yeah. So for breakfast, I'll have eggs, either on bagels or bread. And the way I do them, the way you told me to do them, is 2 eggs, egg whites, which works out to about 122 grams of egg whites. Then personally I also like to add a bit of hot sauce, and then I have them either on bagels, the thin bagels, they're about 130 calories each, or my other go-to choice is regular bread. It's called Best of Both, and it's one of those that is like 50-50.
Yeah.
And it works out at 87 calories, 85 calories, 80 to 90 calories for a slice. So it's better than the bagels in terms of calories. And that's pretty much my breakfast. I add a bit of brown sauce, sometimes an unhealthy amount of brown sauce. But
it's fine though, because it's like 16 calories per
tablespoon.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's right.
15 calories per 15 grams or something like that?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But the thing is, anything I do, even if I take it to the extreme, which I rarely do now, I measure. I will measure, like I will put my plates on the scales and I'll put the sauce on it and I'll see how much sauce I put. And then you can count it. If you are like me, you can count it to the exact gram. You don't have to. You don't have to go to that extent. But also it's good not to kid yourself when you're overdoing things and you're not sticking to a normal plan.
Yeah.
I also add some protein cheese with that. Just sprinkle some protein cheese on top, let it melt.
Eat Lean, it's called in the UK.
Yes.
That's the brand. Eat Lean protein cheese. Very good. Highly recommended. Not fantastic when it's in its solid form, but if you heat it up and you melt it, man, it's
really good.
Really, really
yeah,
nice.
it does. It really works well with eggs as well.
Eat Lean, hit me up for a sponsorship. It'll have to be second coming from Coca-Cola, but we can work.
It's alright. We'll make the logo slightly smaller than Coca-Cola's logo. So that's pretty much for breakfast. It's been consistent for this whole 8 weeks. I haven't felt the need to eat something else, and it keeps me full until lunch. No problems. I might change, like I said, I might go from bread one day to bagels the other day. At the beginning I would have 2 bagels just to add the calories. But again, if you watch the previous video, you can see how I was trying to find things that I didn't feel like I needed. So I'm happy with 1 bagel some days, and some days when I feel like I could do with more calories, then I'll have the second one. Or I might have 2 slices of bread, or whatever it is. So that's pretty much my breakfast. And we will do recipes for all those things. We are planning on releasing recipes for everything that we eat. We are more likely to do them on Instagram, I suppose. So if you haven't already followed us on Instagram, go over at Pipis Bros and follow us on Instagram as well, just so you can see the recipes and how we do.
Or hit up the receptionist and she'll be
or just give Instagram a call. They'll let you know where we are.
Yeah.
For lunch, I have a salad which has seen quite a few forms over the last few weeks. We started off the salad where you gave me the recipe.
Man, that salad, Jesus Christ, that it was the key to how I lost weight. I could eat, genuinely, it takes a bit of time to prepare it. It will take you like 10 minutes, I think, to prepare it, because you're constantly doing something for 10 minutes, give or take. But it's so nice, man. It literally is. I could have it even when I'm dieting, when I'm not dieting. It is one of the best recipes
it's a good
that
salad.
I've come up with.
Honestly, like when I start eating, and it fills you up so much.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 would eat.
Yes,
There we go,
absolutely. Absolutely. So the salad, it has lettuce, spring onion, I add chili peppers, and I think that's it for greens, right? I can't remember any.
Yeah. What lettuce do you use?
I have gone through everything. I started with what you recommended, the romaine hearts.
Romaine.
I've gone to...
Not the hearts, the long ones. The hearts are the smaller ones.
No, but those are called some small gem, aren't they?
Gem. Yeah, small gem lettuce. Yeah,
I've tried those, and it's not...
We have become lettuce connoisseurs on Pipis podcast.
Yes, that's right.
Ah, classic.
Come here, we'll tell you about all the different types of lettuce. In fact, we're going to do a video for each type of lettuce there is. I would be surprised. It's going to be a while. I'd be surprised. It's probably going to go viral. I'm just saying it right now.
just bring your comment in there so we can heart it, and you guys will be one of the top comments when it gets.
Exactly. Subscribe now so you can say you entered this at the ground floor before we got before we went viral.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you guys could say to your friends, we were there before the Letters podcast. So
that's right.
There you
go. Yeah. So that's I've tried all of them, and it's not because I was like looking to change things up. It's just sometimes they didn't have a certain type of lettuce, so I'll just get whatever was available. It does make some difference, but at the end of the day, there's so much more goodness going on in that salad that lettuce is not going to add or take away any taste or texture. It's fine. The amazing thing is you can pad it out so much. Like if you feel like, hey, I need to eat a lot, you can pad it out with extra lettuce if you want to, and it's not adding almost any calories at all. Like the calories that it adds is they're negligible. So after that, tuna. I started off with tuna in sunflower oil, and then I now have it in brine. I know,
my favorite. Yeah.
I know you don't like it, but for me, my question was the calories for the tuna depends on drained weight, and I was like, how long do I need to drain for? Like, do I need to leave it draining overnight? Like, just pressing it, like, how much oil do I need to get out of it?
Get a sieve and absolutely squash it so all the oil comes out.
Well, I ended up buying a hydraulic press.
That's what they do in the labs. It's a bit expensive, this salad. It might cost you nearer the £100,000 so you can get the ideal hydraulic press. But guys, it's worth it.
It is worth it.
We wouldn't be giving this advice else.
Yeah. Also, you can buy the £100,000 hydraulic press from me if you're interested.
Put a link, man. Put a link in the description. Come on. Share the love.
No, so that was like one of my things. Like I didn't know how many calories would be in that, so I switched to brine. But it's fine. It doesn't matter which one you use. I will tell you that though, the one in oil was definitely better. It does have a better taste.
Yeah, man, yeah, it's so much nicer. When I do the salad, I only do the sunflower oil, as you know. I've tried it with brine and I've tried it with water, but I just feel it doesn't have the same texture when I'm mixing everything up. But genuinely, when I drain it, I go nuts on it. So I open it with a can opener, and I get either a spoon or usually a chef's knife, and use the end of the chef's knife, and I squeeze it as hard as I possibly can. So you can drain as much of the oil. I just like the... oh mate, I'm salivating already. That salad is so nice. I just like the texture it has on top of the shine on top of the tuna. It's just nicer when you mix everything up together. But yeah, if you want to save calories, definitely go for the brine because it still tastes really nice. And you'll put some other stuff on, which everyone will go to in a minute.
So what else do we add? So from that, we also added some mayo. You can get the light one. So I found recently, there were two... Hellman's mayos that I found. One was called Lighter Than Light, which is the one I keep finding now. It's actually good. Mike, listen.
Jesus Christ.
I think they've changed it recently.
It's good if you don't have any taste buds and you just swallow it. It's like, that's it. Like a seagull swallowing the shit. So you don't taste anything. Yeah, it's good.
Oh no, I think they've changed the recipe recently because it used to be like water.
Really?
Yeah. It used to be like water that had gone off.
Oh man, it was disgusting. But I genuinely, I bought the Lighter Than Light, and I was like, yeah, extra calories I'm going to be saving. Nice. Tried it. I chucked it in the bin. After 1 year, I was like, screw this, I'm not eating it. It tastes like crap. I'm not going to ruin my salad because of that. But if Evan's saying it tastes nice,
I'm going to stick to my guns here.
It's on your neck.
Because, and I'll tell you why I think they've changed the recipe recently. Because there was another new one. And I can't remember what it was called, but it also had exactly the same calories. It was branded differently. Maybe it was called Extra Taste. I can't quite remember because I've only seen it once. And we bought it and we had it and it was pretty good at 11 calories per 15 ml. And I was like, wow, this is really good because light mayo is about 40 calories per 15 ml, and then regular mayo is something like 80 per 15 ml.
Oh, it's something, yeah. The regular mayo is horrendous. I was actually surprised as how bad it was. I think per 100, it's near the 700 or 800 calorie mark.
So Lighter Than Light is 11. Light mayo, which you can find everywhere, is about 40 per tablespoon. And then regular mayo is saying here 94 calories per tablespoon. So you could have almost 9 tablespoons of the Lighter Than Light for 1 tablespoon, and I know you probably wouldn't.
That's ridiculous,
but it's crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy. And imagine, like, when we used to go to like eat chips or anything like that, we would have a tub of mayo, and we'd be like there, like Winnie the Pooh with a honey jar. We were like, oh.
So I've just found how many calories are in 100 grams of regular mayonnaise. It's 680 calories per 100 grams.
Right.
And per 100 grams of olive oil, the most dense food I know personally, there might be more, is 884. So there's 200 calories difference between olive oil, the most condensed fat I can think of, and 100 grams of mayonnaise. So that just shows how much oil and fat is in
well, mayonnaise, that's all it is. It's like olive oil and eggs.
Yeah.
Like the base, if obviously unless you start adding things to flavor it, but the base of it is olive oil and eggs. Well, not olive oil, oil and eggs. I've made it with olive oil. If you guys make your own mayonnaise, don't make it with olive oil, for the love of God.
We're going to bring another video of the different types of mayonnaise, followed by the different types of lettuce.
We're going to be
but anyway,
number one channel on YouTube. Carry on. So, mayonnaise, and now by doing the Lighter Than Light with 11 calories, I have like 2 or even 3 tablespoons recently. But with the with the light one that I was using, I did 2, and I was like, oh man, it's 80 calories. Is it worth it? Anyway, that's that. Also add a bit of lemon juice.
Lemon.
Balsamic drizzle. Now, you hear the word balsamic, you're thinking balsamic vinegar. This is different. The drizzle...
Completely different.
It's not the same thing. The drizzle
Guys,
is like
this
thick.
makes the salad. This tops it off. It makes it from like this up there. Balsamic drizzle companies hit me up for a sponsorship.
We're gonna look by the end of episode 20. We're gonna have to wear the sponsorships like we're in NASA or F1. You know, where the suits are covered with sponsorships.
We're gonna I'm gonna make this jacket into all the sponsorship deals I have, so it's gonna be fine. But yeah, balsamic. I think some of them are called glaze, and some of them are called drizzle.
Yes,
it's the same thing depending on what supermarket you go to. I'm going to tell you guys how much grams I put in my one. So I do 25 grams of the Hellmann's Light Mayo, and I put 15 grams of the drizzle.
I do 15 grams of drizzle as well.
The drizzle isn't that calorie dense either, is it?
So the glaze that I found, the one from Tesco that I get, 28 calories. Yeah.
28 calories for the 15 grams?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it, 100%.
Yeah, I still do it now. You know how I was saying I was trying to find things to cut out?
Yeah.
I still put the drizzle on now because it does make it so nice.
Really, really nice. So that's it. A bit of salt and freshly cracked black pepper. Yeah. You put that in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the salad as I was having at the beginning. It has seen quite a few changes along the 8 weeks, and at the moment, it's totally different. And I'll tell you what I do, and I'll probably have to show you because this one is equally good. So same base, lettuce.
Hold up. Are you telling me that your version is going to be equally good as my one?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
No,
You're going to have to try it.
Go on,
You're going to have to try it. So here it is. So lettuce, spring onion, chili pepper. You don't have to put the chili pepper, obviously. It doesn't matter. In fact, you don't have to do any of this. We're not forcing you.
Tell you what, unsubscribe. Leave it. Go away. That's fine. You don't have to do anything.
Get the hell out of here.
Go away, man.
We're trying to have a private conversation.
What are you doing? Go away. So the base is lettuce, spring onion, and the whole chili pepper. Next.
Here we go. Chicken. And now the chicken, you can prep it however you want.
How?
You can, well, not however you want.
Not fry it, obviously.
Huh? Don't fry it, yeah.
Go to KFC, get a chicken leg, and put it in there.
No. Shut up, you. You can buy it pre-made. You can, the one that are like chicken slices, whatever you want to do. I just get chicken breast, put it in the oven with a bit of seasoning, and then cut it up.
What seasoning?
I think it's called paprika and something else. The Schwartz one.
Oh, the Schwartz one. Okay, that one. Yeah. Careful with that one. But anyway, yeah.
And there's another one, parsley and garlic, maybe.
Pepper and garlic.
The white one.
The white one.
Yeah, really nice. They're really good. But again, you need to measure them.
How many grams of chicken?
100 grams.
Raw?
Yes.
How many calories is that?
Good question. It's just over 100 calories.
Okay. So pretty much on the same as the tuna.
No, tuna is yeah. If you do one tin of tuna, then it's about 100, 102, 105.
Cool.
But I used to do two tins of tuna. So that's one. Then get this, bacon medallions. You're like, oh, do you just say bacon?
Right.
Bacon medallions.
Bacon when you're dieting? That's not a diet.
Yeah, that's not. Wait a minute. What the hell are you doing? No. Hold on.
Yep.
They don't have a lot of fat on them, and they have a different shape. They don't look like normal bacon. They're almost like little round slices. And it works out at 80 calories for 2 of those slices. 80 calories for 2 slices. It's really good stuff, Mike. Okay, the fat percentage.
And I guess the protein is quite high on that as well, isn't it?
I would imagine so.
The fat is, yeah.
So I do 2 medallions as well. Put them under the grill and then chop them up and throw them in the salad. We'll also add sweet corn, just from a can. Not a lot, about 40 grams or so, but it adds a nice layer to it. It's like the texture is different.
Yeah, crunch.
There's crunch, and the sweetness is also quite nice. So it's a bit of a contrast.
Nice. I'm not even mad so far.
No, it's a good one. And then mayo, light mayo, if you want. And I know Anna has it with sweet chili sauce. I don't do any of that, but sometimes.
Oh. Dangerous territory, that one.
Actually, no. I thought the same too. I thought sweet chili sauce had crazy calories, but apparently it doesn't.
Which one? The light one?
No, it's the Heinz one. I'll find the calories now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Per 15 grams, 28 calories. Better than light mayo.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. I thought the same. I thought sweet chili sauce, because it obviously has sweetness in there. I thought it's probably sugar or whatever, and it's going to be packed full of calories. But it's actually 28 calories for 15 grams. So if you're going to have light mayo or sweet chili sauce, go have the sweet chili sauce. It's fewer calories. If you're going to have the lighter than light, then that's better. But
I'm impressed. Continue.
yeah. Do I add anything else? Again, we've had a few variations in terms of dressing it, but most of the time I stop there. I just do the lighter than light mayo, and it's just so nice, Mike.
What you could do is use the lighter and light mayo with a bit of the sweet chili one, and that would be a nice combination.
Anna does that, yeah, and she has.
There you go, the lighter than light, because if you use a sweet chili with the light mayo,
it adds a lot.
We're getting a bit iffy.
Although, Mike, if you think about it, it was 28 calories for the balsamic drizzle.
True.
So
yeah, true. So it's the same thing. You proved me wrong. There you go.
And that salad is because obviously you can't just keep adding more bacon and more chicken to it and more sweet corn, because they will add the calories quite quickly. But if you want, my bowl is massive, and I mean massive. It's like a serving platter. And I'm done by the time I eat it. I'm so full. But you can regulate the size if you're like me that used to eating bigger portions. Throw in more lettuce in there, because you're still going to be able to get the taste from all the things. All the chicken, it tastes amazing. The bacon, the sweet corn, the sauces. It's going to be really, really nice.
It is, honestly, it's so nice. And Evan's way is cheaper as well, because the medallions and the chicken is probably cheaper than getting the cans of tuna. I think. Or it might be the same cost. It's about £4, isn't it?
The medallions are quite expensive, so I think it will work out. I think it works out about the same amount. But having said that, if you guys are interested and you want us to put the cost of the recipes as well, let us know, because we can give you both the recipe, obviously, how many calories it is per serving. We can break down individually each ingredient, so you know how much we're putting in there. And if you're interested, we can also calculate the cost for you, so
that's easy.
You can actually see how much it costs to make each recipe.
Let us know, guys. Interact with us. Send us a message on Instagram. Put a comment down below. You know, it's up to you what you want to see from this channel. You know, make sure you're feeding back in what you like, what you don't like. Let us know. What do you have for dinner?
For dinner, we kind of change it up every night. I would say it's 50-50 between chicken or beef, more or less. So chicken, we do it with we basically have fajitas. Believe it or not, we basically have fajitas. So we do baked chicken again, seasoning changes all the time. And I'll tell you what, if Schwartz wants to sponsor, if they do want to sponsor us, I'm happy to take the sponsorship, because you need to try it. It's called Moroccan chicken spice or whatever. It comes in a sachet.
Where'd you buy it from? Tesco? Oh, Rapid. Okay. Yeah. Got you. Okay. I've just seen it.
So this says that per 100 grams is 309. It's 30 grams in here. So obviously you're going to split it with somebody else, so it's 15 grams. So it's basically the 15% is 46 calories that you're adding to your chicken.
So in that sachet is 92 calories.
Yeah.
And you're adding how much? You're adding two. Yeah, you're adding all of it.
Yeah. So we do a full sachet. When we bake it,
calories,
so per person, because we're cooking for two, you're looking at 46 calories, so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
So we do the chicken, we do exactly the same with the peppers and the onion. We chop up peppers and onion. So the seasoning, the sachet, half of it goes towards the chicken, the other half goes towards the peppers and stuff, so they all get coated in this. And then we buy the Weight Watchers tortilla wraps. They're about 100 and 120, low hundreds per wrap.
Okay.
And the whole dinner comes to about 600 to 700 calories, depending on how many wraps you have.
How many wraps do you use?
3 usually. Sometimes we have 2, and we save some of the wraps for the following day for breakfast, and then we do the eggs in like a wrap, scrambled eggs in a wrap. That's quite nice. But a lot of the times we'll just have 3. We add a little bit of Greek yogurt in there. which is really
Classic.
low cal. Yeah. And is that...
Do you use low fat, obviously? You don't use the full fat?
No, yeah, 0%. So that is about 55 calories per 100 gram. And you're gonna add not even 50 grams in there. I mean, it depends. If you really like it, you can put the whole tub in there. That's one of them. We do spaghetti bolognese without the spaghetti, just the bolognese. We add mushrooms. We both quite like mushrooms, so that kind of pads it out a bit. And then we will just have the mince.
Important thing to say here, the mince is 5% fat, so that's one thing you guys have to take into consideration. Only the 5%, because then we're really increasing the calories the higher percentage you go. I know it's a bit expensive, but if you are going to have beef, you pretty much have to go with the 5% fat.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna go quickly through the other ones, just because you'll be able to see them in more detail, and you can actually see pictures and stuff when we start doing the recipes. But we do homemade burgers and meatballs, again from the 5% mince. I'll add some onion, garlic, mixed herbs in there, mix them together, and then make little meatballs or burgers out of it, put them in the fridge. And they keep there for quite a lot of days actually. And then we'll just alternate between so chicken, then bolognese, chicken, meatballs, chicken, burgers. The burgers
and the buns for the burgers, you can use the thin bagels. That's why I tend to do. What do you use for the buns?
We actually don't have buns. We don't need them. So with the meatballs, I do tzatziki, which is amazing. Like one of the best dressings you can do because it's low cal and it tastes fantastic. So we do that. We do some potatoes in the air fryer and salad.
Nice.
But the thing is, like when you have stuff that is prepared well, it does not feel like a diet. Nothing like it at all. It feels like you're eating.
Guys, you can basically eat like you can have burgers, you can have pizza. That's another recipe that I have. Fajitas, chili con carne, spaghetti bolognese. Literally, there's endless options that you won't miss the food you're eating before.
Yes, that's the point. That's the massive point. You will not feel like you're missing out on stuff that other people are eating because you're eating the same stuff, just slight variations, so they actually fit with what you're trying to do.
Exactly. And the variation is essentially most of the time is you're reducing the amount of fat that is in there.
Right.
That's it. Because you're still going to have the mince, you're still going to have the chicken, you're just cutting down on the fat because that's what the most dense macro is. So we'll definitely need to do some more videos, but it's up to you guys to motivate us. So comment, send us a message, like, subscribe.
Ask for the stuff that you want to see as well. Like tell us what's a priority for you guys, so we can actually start making the content that you are looking to see, and it benefits both of us.
I'll tell you what. If you're watching it now, this far into the video, put a comment down below which of the foods that we've just spoke about now, the breakfast, the lunch, the dinners, all the different types of foods that we're eating. Pick a specific recipe that you want to see, and we'll make it. Okay?
Yeah.
Promise. We'll do that.
Sounds good. I like that.
As long as you comment, and we'll do it. The majority of comments, we'll do that one.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, I think
a deal, and
I think we'll wrap it here. It'd be nice for you to tell us what you eat as well, but we can do a different video about how what you're eating now might have changed because you're much closer to your goal weight versus what you... Because what I'm eating now, does it sound similar to what you were having when you were at the beginning of your weight loss journey?
Pretty much, yeah. To be honest, my diet hasn't really changed. The only difference was when I'm doing powerlifting, I added another meal in there because I had to get my protein up. But the base of what I was eating is pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
Genuinely, it's what you were eating. Just I squeezed in another meal to get my calories slightly higher, and just the protein to go near the 200-220 grams per day. That's pretty much it. But the base of stuff I'm eating is still the same thing. Because I really like the food. That's what it comes down to. I'm enjoying what I'm eating, so why should I change it?
Definitely. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching this video.
Wrap it up here.
Hopefully this has been the kind of thing that you were all messaging us to do. There we go. It's a start towards getting out those recipes that everyone is keen to find out. Like Mike said, let us know what you're interested in finding out for the next videos that we do, and we'll do our best to sort that out. Until
It's up to you to motivate us. It's on your end, okay? There we go.
Do it.
It's not our fault. It's yours. So yeah, like, comment what you want to see, let us know. Find us on Instagram, we'll go from there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Catch you later.